Good day to each and every one of us, especially to our teachers. So today we are going to tackle or discuss about the significance the topic that is very important for us. So before I'm going to discuss my topic for today, let me introduce first my name. So my name is John T. Galerawan, 18 years old from Kanaway, Shaton Negros Oriental. So today we are going to tackle. So before that, let me ask some question. So are you ready to explore, discover, learn? Just think it. So the topic that I'm going to discuss today is all about cognitive development of the preschoolers. So some of you are already know about this and some also are not. So this is very important also as well and very significant for every child. So I got some quote in the person of Jean Piaget. It says that children have real understanding only of that which they invent themselves. So that's very nice and very clear idea for us. Everything you need to know about cognitive development. So you are already know, some of you are already know about this and have few understanding of this. So for you, when you heard some words about cognitive development, what comes into your mind? So what is your idea about this topic or about this lesson? So let's find it. According to my research, cognitive development is the construction of thought processes, including remembering, problem solving, and decision making from childhood through adolescence to adulthood. So this is very important to understand what is cognitive development to construct through processes including remembering, problem solving, decision making from childhood through adolescence to adulthood. So that's very simple. Significant changes in physical growth. At this stage, preschoolers move from the remaining baby like features toward a more slender appearance of a child. The child of about this age has its center of gravity at the lower level, right at the belly bottom, which makes it easier for them to balance themselves. So that's very nice idea for us. Piaget's stage of cognitive development. Before I'm going to start Piaget's theory of cognitive development, I'd like to introduce you who is Piaget. Piaget was the first psychologist to make cognitive development. He was the first psychologist to make a cognitive development, and he has a four stage of cognitive developments, which are sensory motor stage, which is first, secondly pre-operational stage, thirdly concrete operational stage, fourth last formal operational stage. Let's find the meaning of this. Firstly, sensory motor stage. At the age of 0 to 2 years, children learn about the world through their senses by touching, grasping, watching, tasting, smelling, and listening. They learn that things continue to exist even though they cannot be seen. So that's the meaning of sensory motor stage. The second, pre-operational stage. So at the age of 2 to 7 years, children develop memory and imagination, as well as abstract to Tao and language. They begin to use symbolic, pretend play, and to understand the idea of the past and future. So that's the meaning of pre-operational stage, ages 2 to 7 years. Let's come on to concrete operational stage. At the age of 7 to 11 years, children begin to think logically about concrete events and understand abstract concepts such as height, weight, and volume as their thinking becomes less egocentric and they move aware of the world around them. So that's the meaning of concrete operational stage to Jean Piaget's. And lastly, formal operational stage. At the age of 11 plus years, this is the thought to be final stage of cognitive development. Children are able to think abstractly to solve and understand problems and they begin to think more scientifically about society and the world as whole. So that's the meaning. Why is cognitive development important in preschoolers? So about preschoolers, play and cognitive development. Play is important for your preschooler's cognitive development. That is, your child's ability to think, to understand, to communicate, remember, imagine, and work out what might happen next. Preschoolers want to learn how things work and they learn best through play. So, play is very significant and important for every child so that they absorb, they can learn, grasp anything that can upgrade their cognitive development. There are also 10 benefits of play for cognitive development in children. Firstly, enhances enhances critical thinking skills. So that's the first. The second one, magnifies the importance of senses. Number 3, forces memory and attention. Improved communication and language skills. Allows learning through exploration. Concrete create room for independence. Both creativity and imagination. So that's the 10 benefits of play for cognitive development in children. So that's very important. So take note of that and apply it to your child if possible. What are some cognitive skills for preschoolers? So these skills can develop us only if it could use it to you. Asking question, which is the first. The second, developing and increase attention span. Problem solving, visual discrimination, matching, comparing, sorting, and organizing. Understanding fact and fiction are the differences between truth and a lie. So that's important as well. Second to the last, understanding cause and effect. So this is very important. What's the cause and effect to identify and determine for every child. And lastly, sample reasoning. So that's it. 10 ideas for a family fresh starts. Cognitive skills. So if you want to help your child improve cognitive skills, here are 10 ways your family can make cognitive development a priority this year. So first, go on field trip, which is very important to explore our world wonderful. Put on music, so listening is also a wonderful skills that can improve our cognitive skills. Learn shape and colors, ask a lot of questions, encourage help with course. So this is also important to maintain their skills to improve this for everyone. Do art project, so this is also important. Look in the mirror so you can see your face, or it can also improve your cognitive skills through this. Play, pretend, get into sports. This is also important to expose sports in order to upgrade social influence, to encourage everyone to improve their cognitive skills through get into sports. And lastly, play outside. It's very important for a family, especially a child with children, to play outside in order to upgrade and get something new about them, and it can absorb them and make it cognitize themselves as a children. I got some important thing, word of God, which is in First Corinthians chapter 13 verse 11. It says that when I was a child, I spoke as a child, and understand as a child, and I thought as a child. But when I become a man, I put away childish things. So this is very succinct, but this is very important for us to learn about God's word. So when we are child, we cannot do nothing unless if we can do something. So this is important when we are child. Uh, our understanding is very limited and can also not good for us. But when we become a man, we put away childish things. So we upgrade not only our mental aspect but also our physical and our social and emotional and our cognitive skills. So that's all for today. So I hope that you learned something new. So this is very important for us, and to consider some important things that your child improve. So that's very important for us as a learner. So thank you everyone. I hope you learned something to explore, to discover, and to learn, and just think it and share with other people. So